Alrighty, how's it going everybody? Texas Man here. Hope you guys are all having a splendid day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, make sure you guys hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, discussing the final Cloverfield movie that has been currently released at the time of recording this video, Cloverfield Paradox. If you guys haven't had a chance to yet, I do have a review of Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane in a playlist here on the channel, so you guys can check out all of that stuff there. And let's dive right in. So as always, we're going to talk positives and negatives. This film came out in 2018. It's about 100 minutes long. It is rated PG-13. And it was released exclusively on Netflix right after the Super Bowl in 2018. And I remember the announcement that was like, immediately after the Super Bowl, boom, this film goes live on the streaming service. And I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. Didn't really care. I was happy for it coming out, but at the time, I'd only seen the second one. I didn't have Netflix at the time, and I was working 2 jobs and in college, and I just needed to sleep after the Super Bowl ended. So I didn't watch it, and this was my first time actually watching the film. Yes, I know, many, many years later, watching this movie for you guys for a review. So my expectations were extremely low. Didn't have much background knowledge when it came to what to expect from this movie. I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, it looks like a really standard sci-fi affair. And it is. It is a very standard sci-fi affair. J.J. Abrams tries his best to give us something besides a bunker or a fetch quest for a person while a monster attack is happening. Unfortunately, what he tries to do with this film just doesn't really work all that well. It really doesn't make you feel like you're part of the Cloverfield franchise. It doesn't make you feel like you're part of the Cloverfield movie. Except for the fact that this film is taking place before, during, and after the events of the first movie. You could classify this as just another accident happens on a space station type of movie. The fact that it's called Cloverfield at all, it just boggles my mind. You could have named this movie anything else and it wouldn't hurt it at all. The film follows scientists on board basically a space station, and they're testing some sort of device that's supposed to provide unlimited, clean, stable energy. We haven't heard that before. In order to prevent wars for control of what remains of energy on Earth. Unfortunately, the station ends up crossing paths with different dimensions and other alternate realities, and it leads the crew to slowly end up being killed off one by one until a solution can be found. And everyone's getting dismembered or they're getting killed in different intense, really disturbing ways. There's obviously a character that literally has his insides blown out by worms. Somebody gets their arm chopped off by it getting stuck into a wall. So there's just a bunch of intense and crazy moments throughout. The film does a great job, like I said, tying into the original Cloverfield, but it doesn't expand on the monster and the aliens invading Earth. It doesn't focus on those things. And that's what I think this film really needed to do, is give us more backstory as to what's happening on Earth. And instead it just focuses on this multi-dimension space station story. And I'm just it got to a point where I'm like, okay, is an alien going to show up? Is a monster going to show up? I'm expecting a Cloverfield thingy to happen and nothing happens. My expectations went, and it just makes this film very forgettable. It's like you watch it once and forget it. If they end up ever doing a Cloverfield 4, I can say for a fact that Cloverfield Paradox is something you can skip, because it doesn't have anything of substance to the franchise. Unlike 10 Cloverfield Lane, it actually added in some more interesting lore, but except for the fact that we see the fact that the Cloverfield monster at the end of this movie, Cloverfield Paradox, is now huge and gigantic, and I guess the big theory is that there's multiple of them now, by the time the crew of the space station that's left gets back to Earth, there's like multiple Cloverfield monsters. That's it. There's nothing like shattering when it comes to this film. So overall, guys, I'm going to give the Cloverfield Paradox a 7 out of 10. It's enjoyable, but it's forgettable, unfortunately, when it comes to being part of the Cloverfield franchise. So, 7 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.